Imagine peeling back the layers of your mind, a complex cosmos of primal impulses, moral judgments, archetypal symbols, and spiritual visions. Beneath the surface of your waking thoughts lies an expansive universe, replete with mysteries waiting to be discovered. The quest to understand consciousness isn't merely academic. It's an invitation to explore who we truly are beyond the masks, stories, and illusions we cling to. Are we driven simply by instinct and social conditioning?
Or is there a deeper, immutable core, a vast and eternal consciousness that holds the key to our ultimate freedom and transformation? Embark on this journey not just with curiosity, but with a provocative question. What if the true nature of your existence transcended everything you think you know?
Imagine consciousness as a vast, multifaceted landscape, an intricately woven tapestry of layers of thought, emotion, memory, and spirit. Each thread reveals a different aspect of our inner world, and understanding these layers illuminates the depths of what it means to be human. At the most primal level is the Freudian framework, where the psyche is divided into three fundamental forces. The id is the wild and untamed core. Driven by the pleasure principle, it yearns for the immediate gratification of desires regardless of the consequences. It operates entirely in the dark, unconscious realm, an instinctual engine that shapes behaviors beneath our conscious awareness. Above it lies the ego, the pragmatic mediator that balances our primal impulses with the realities of the external world. It negotiates, plans, and seeks harmony between competing demands, functioning across the conscious, preconscious, and unconscious domains. Next comes the superego, our moral compass, internalized from societal norms, family values, and personal ideals. It judges our actions and thoughts, fueling pride or guilt, and guiding us toward what we consider right or wrong. This triad forms the basis of much of our internal conflict, a dynamic interplay between instinct, reason, and morality.
Going deeper, Carl Jung proposed a stratified inner universe, the personal unconscious and the collective unconscious. The personal level houses memories, feelings, and experiences unique to each individual, stored stories, ready to resurface. But beneath it lies the collective unconscious, a shared reservoir of archetypes, universal symbols and themes that resonate across cultures and generations. Think of the hero, the mother, the shadow, archetypes that resonate in all of us, shaping dreams, myths, and instincts, regardless of our origin. These symbols connect us to a shared human saga, a reminder that beneath our individuality lies a universal fabric. As we delve into the realm of spiritual and meditative awareness, we encounter different states of consciousness cultivated through practice. In our usual waking state, attention often feels scattered, a restless mind moving in multiple directions. With focused concentration, we focus on a single object or thought, creating moments of clarity. Going further, mindfulness invites us to be fully present, observing our thoughts and feelings without judgment, a gentle acceptance that opens the door to deeper understanding. Advanced meditation can lead us to greater awareness, where the veil is lifted and insights or moments of illumination emerge. Glimpses of a transcendent reality beyond ordinary perception. This inner journey continues along the mindfulness spectrum, from basic awareness of sensations and emotions to deep mindfulness, where a profound connection with the present emerges. Some traditions speak of transcendental consciousness, a state that dissolves boundaries, merging individual consciousness with universal consciousness, a spiritual odyssey beyond the confines of the ego. On a broader scale, philosopher Ken Wilber maps consciousness along a spectrum, from primitive survival instincts, infrared, to magical thinking of early childhood, magenta, to egocentric red states driven by power, then conformist societal norms, amber, and onward to the age of reason and scientific achievement, orange. Moving further, we encounter the green worldview, emphasizing community, empathy, and pluralism. Finally, At the highest levels, teal and beyond, consciousness is holistic, recognizing interconnectedness and embracing complexity, an evolving awareness that sees beyond dualities into a unified whole.
Together, these layers and patterns form a rich mosaic, each revealing different facets of human consciousness. They remind us that our experience is deeply personal and universally shared, shaped by primal impulses, moral convictions, archetypal symbols, and spiritual quests. Understanding these levels invites us to explore not only what we know about ourselves, but also the vast and interconnected web of consciousness that continually shapes our path through life. This exploration of consciousness is more than an academic exercise. It is an invitation to a simultaneous internal and external journey, to discover the depths of our inner world while appreciating our place in the broader cosmic tapestry. Each layer offers a different point of view, a unique perspective that enriches our understanding and challenges us to grow beyond our previous limitations. As we become aware of the id's impulsive nature, we may realize how much of our behavior is driven by unconscious desires. Recognizing the role of the ego inspires us to cultivate mindfulness, to pause and reflect before acting, fostering intentionality in our lives. Embracing the superego prompts us to question the moral frameworks we've inherited and to forge our authentic sense of morality, rooted in compassion and understanding, rather than mere societal conformism. Diving into the depths of the collective unconscious reveals a profound interconnectedness, the shared stories, symbols, and themes that unite all human beings across time and space. This awareness can ignite a sense of belonging, reminding us that our struggles and aspirations are intertwined with those of others, echoing ancient archetypes that continue to shape our modern lives.
In the realm of spiritual practices and meditation, recognizing these states of consciousness opens paths to self-discovery and transformation. The transition from scattered attention to deep presence fosters clarity and peace, allowing us to experience moments of transcendence, glimpses of a reality beyond the illusions of the ego. These experiences can serve as catalysts for personal awakening, guiding us toward greater empathy, wisdom, and a sense of unity. For those seeking to understand the broader evolution of consciousness, Wilber's spectrum offers a map that reveals humanity's collective journey from survival instincts to a holistic, interconnected consciousness. This progression reflects the potential for growth that exists within each of us and society as a whole, propelling us to evolve toward higher states of self-awareness and social harmony.
Ultimately, contemplating these multiple layers of consciousness invites us to embrace the complexity of our inner world without fear or judgment. It fosters curiosity, the willingness to explore the unknown facets of ourselves with compassion and courage. In doing so, we not only foster personal growth, but also contribute to the collective awakening of humanity, fostering a world rooted in understanding, empathy, and interconnectedness. On this ongoing journey, each understanding gained, each layer uncovered, becomes an act of radical self-awareness. A recognition that at the core of our being lies an infinite potential for transformation, understanding, and love. And by recognizing this capacity within, we open the door to a more conscious, compassionate, and enlightened existence for all. As we delve deeper into this exploration, we realize that consciousness is not a static entity, but a dynamic, ever-unfolding process, an ever-evolving dance between inner revelation and outer experience. Each layer, from primal instincts to spiritual enlightenment, serves as a stage for our growth, a mirror that reflects both the shadows and the light that reside within. The journey through these levels of consciousness is both individual and collective. Individually, it invites us to confront our inner shadows, nurture our highest aspirations, and cultivate a sense of presence that transcends fleeting thoughts and emotions. Collectively, it challenges society to evolve beyond divisions rooted in ignorance, fear, and misunderstanding toward a reality of genuine interconnectedness and shared consciousness. Furthermore, understanding that our consciousness exists along a spectrum fosters humility. It reminds us that no state is superior. Each serves a purpose in the grand mosaic of human experience. Recognizing the layers allows us to meet ourselves and others where they are. Accepting the pure honesty of primal impulses, appreciating the moral architecture of the superego, or celebrating the broad vistas of spiritual transcendence.
In a world often caught in chaos and distraction, this layered perspective is a beacon of clarity. It offers tools to navigate the turbulent waters of modern life, mindfulness grounding us, meditation opening portals to higher understanding, and awareness expanding our capacity for compassion and empathy. It encourages us to embrace our complexity, to see the divine in our shadows, and to find harmony among the competing forces within. At its core, this understanding also sparks a vital question. How can we consciously move along this spectrum of consciousness? How can we evolve toward higher states that foster not just personal fulfillment, but collective harmony? The answer lies in intentionality, mindful practices, open-hearted dialogue, and a willingness to confront discomfort as we peel back layers of conditioning and illusion. By embracing this ongoing development, we assume the role of explorers and creators of our inner worlds and outer realities. We recognize that transformation is possible at all levels, including the most fundamental instincts, and that each step toward greater consciousness contributes to the collective awakening. Ultimately, this journey is a testament to human potential, a journey from unconscious reflexes to conscious love, from fragmented identities to holistic wholeness. It is an invitation to actively participate in the ongoing evolution of consciousness, forging a future where awareness, compassion, and interconnectedness are not just ideals, but lived realities for all.
And in this quest, we become co-creators of a more conscious world, one where insight and understanding illuminate the way, guiding us toward a deeper and more enriching experience of what it truly means to be human. As we move forward on this transformative path, it becomes clear that cultivating awareness through these layers requires patience and intentional effort. Each step forward, whether recognizing unconscious patterns, embracing archetypal symbols, or achieving states of transcendent consciousness, brings us closer to understanding the vast potential of our inner selves. This ongoing process is fundamentally based on integration. It is about weaving the disparate threads of primal instinct, moral virtue, archetypal resonance, and spiritual understanding into a cohesive tapestry of self-awareness. When we acknowledge and honor each layer without judgment, we create space for authentic growth. We learn to accept our shadows and our lights equally, recognizing that both are vital to our wholeness. In doing so, we cultivate resilience, not only in ourselves, but also in our relationships and communities. When we understand that others also navigate these layers, struggling with their primal impulses, seeking moral clarity, or glimpsing higher truths, we foster compassion and empathy. This interconnected understanding dissolves walls of separation and builds bridges of shared humanity. Furthermore, adopting this multi-dimensional perspective encourages us to actively participate in collective evolution. If humanity's journey reflects the spectrum from survival instincts to holistic consciousness, each of us has a role in shaping that trajectory. Personal awakening becomes a catalyst for social transformation. As we become more aware individually, we expand, influencing others and fostering environments where higher states of consciousness can flourish.
This awareness also invites humility, recognizing that the path to enlightenment is continuous and that no state or achievement marks the end of our growth. It is a continual dance of learning, unlearning, and rediscovery. Each new perspective broadens our worldview, deepens our compassion, and elevates our capacity to love and understand. At its core, The exploration of consciousness is a profound act of self-empowerment and collective awakening. It reminds us that within each of us lies the seed of enlightenment, the potential to transcend limitations, connect with universal truths, and embody the highest expression of our innate humanity. As we peer over this precipice of possibilities, let us choose curiosity over certainty, humility over arrogance, and compassion over indifference. May we see the intricate layers of our inner world as invitations to grow, heal, and shine with greater fullness, both individually and as an evolving collective of consciousness. In doing so, we participate in the ongoing alchemy of transformation, creating a world that reflects the beautiful complexity of what it truly means to be alive.
As we deepen our consciousness and expand our understanding of these intricate layers, we realize that this journey is ultimately about awakening to our true nature, the timeless and limitless essence that underlies all forms and states of consciousness. It is recognizing that beyond the fluctuations of thoughts, emotions, and even spiritual experiences, there is an unchanging core, a calm and resilient awareness that simply observes, knows, and embraces all. This awakening challenges us to move beyond identification with transient identities and narratives. It invites us into a space of pure presence, where ego stories dissolve and we experience the profound simplicity and interconnectedness of existence. In this state, the distinctions between self and other blur, revealing a unity that transcends the dualities we often perceive. Living from this place of deep awareness transforms every aspect of our being, from how we relate to ourselves, to how we relate to others, and how we perceive our place in the universe. It fosters a sense of humility, compassion, and reverence for all life, recognizing that every being is an expression of the same fundamental consciousness. Furthermore, this reminder of our interconnectedness inspires us to act with greater responsibility and kindness. It calls us to cultivate sustainability, compassion, and harmony, not only within ourselves, but in all dimensions of society and the planet. Our individual growth is intertwined with collective evolution, emphasizing that the ultimate purpose of awakening is not only personal enlightenment, but to contribute to the elevation of the entire web of life. By contemplating these layers of consciousness, from primal impulses to spiritual peaks, we are invited to embrace our full humanity. We are encouraged to appreciate our shadows as much as our lights, to question inherited beliefs, and to remain open to continuous evolution. Every moment becomes an opportunity for understanding, growth, and a deepening of consciousness.
In the grand dance of transformation, every step taken toward higher understanding ripples outward, inspiring others on their own journeys. Humanity, collectively awakening to higher states of consciousness, holds the potential to create a future grounded in empathy, wisdom, and love. An era where consciousness is not fragmented, but integrated into a holistic embrace of life. And so, the ongoing exploration of these layers is not merely academic or philosophical. It is a vital act of self-discovery and activism. It's a declaration that within each of us resides the seed of awakening, a seed that nurtured through mindfulness, compassion, and curiosity can blossom into a radiant expression of our highest potential. In embracing this truth, we foster a world where awareness is cultivated not only as an individual pursuit, but as a collective commitment, to realize that the most profound journey we can undertake is inward, and the most meaningful change arises from awakening to the infinite depths of our shared consciousness.
Ultimately, the journey through these layers of consciousness reveals a profound truth. At our core resides an unwavering, limitless awareness that has always been there, silently observing the ebb and flow of our thoughts, emotions, and spiritual peaks. Recognizing this core is not just an awakening, but a revolution of perspective, challenging us to go beyond superficial identities and connect with the infinite within. By embracing this interconnectedness, we unleash the potential to transform ourselves and the world around us. The question remains, are you willing to look within, confront the shadows, and awaken to the divine consciousness that silently underpins all existence? The choice is yours, and the time to begin is now.
If you enjoyed this video, give it a like, share it with your friends, and subscribe so you don't miss out on future ideas that challenge us to think outside the box. We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Until next time, and don't forget to always maintain that curiosity that drives progress. Also, explore even more fascinating content on our channel. From life-changing tips and cutting-edge technology, to the mysteries of spirituality, travel to various countries, delicious recipes, health hacks, and language learning, there's something here to spark your curiosity and elevate your life. Dive in and discover a world of knowledge awaits us.